Hey my lovely Libras, hope you all are well. Sending you guys my love. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're going to get into a reading for you all. So again, this reading can resonate with you guys over the next few weeks. So use your intuition in regards to when you feel called to watch this message or re-watch the reading, okay? Messages on this channel are timeless, so always feel free to come back and check it out if you feel called to do so. But yeah, loves, again, thank you guys so much for clicking this video, staying tuned, okay? If you click this video, there might be a message here for you, a reason why you are here. So yeah, loves, also in your spare time when you finish with this reading, feel free to check out the Spiritually Charged shop here. Get yourself some nice merch, some t-shirts, some goodies, bags, all of that nice stuff. Also crystals, protection items. You can find the link for that in the description below, www.shopspirituallycharged.com. And any information if you'd like to book a personal reading is all below as well in the description. So guys, let's get into it. Okay, messages for my lovely Libras, please. Divine Angel Spirit, guys. Messages for my lovely Libras. Oh, what's that doing now? All right. Oh, enlightenment. And patience. Okay. So wow, guys. This card is, it is what it says it is, basically. It's a very enlightening card. Why does that not sound right? Enlightening. I don't know if that's the right word. Anyways, patience. So you guys could have been having patience with this journey that you're on, because you're on a journey and you could have felt like, okay, I'm sailing through the dark, right? But there's like the stars are out. So there's light and I can see, like I know, like I've got navigation. It might not be like technology navigation, but like you've got nature's navigation, okay? So if you're like really tuning in to like the signs and stuff, it's like you have a clear route where to go, even if like you can't see everything because it's not like appearing as daylight. But again, that just could mean that like everything isn't completely clear in the 3D, but you're having to trust more of your intuition. Maybe you intuitively know that you're having to be patient for certain things that are coming in the future for you, or in the near future. It's like things that you're already en route to. So you've already set sail. Okay, you've already set sail, and you know that ultimately where you're arriving is somewhere you're meant to go. Yeah, a change in the wind. So something you're manifesting here. This could have been a change for you in general, just to kind of like sail the boat or get on the boat, yeah? We've got the courageous pony and karmic relationships. Multifaceted, unique nature that yourself be seen, as well as karmic relationships, soul growth, conflict. So for some of you guys, okay, you could be making changes, or maybe there's been a change from like situations. If you feel like there was like karmic relationships here, that can just be like people where you feel like, there's basically just dynamics of conflict in a relationship. It can be any type of relationship, by the way, like friends, family, loved ones, etc. But where you feel like there's just, mainly conflict, but this is basically has been a catalyst. So it's a catalyst for your soul growth here. So maybe these are people you feel like, okay, there's like kind of like a big kind of polarity there, but ultimately this might have helped you to kind of recognize where you are versus where you want to be, and then that allowed you to make this change, okay, to kind of go to like to set sail, because naturally you may feel like it's this kind of created space between you and whoever else that there's this like conflict with. And ultimately I do see there's something about you, this could have been a very courageous move for you. Yeah, multifaceted. So you guys, if there's like something like your spirituality could be part of like your multifacetedness, okay? Maybe this is something that like people don't really know about you, don't really see this about you, but there's like, or there could be other traits or different things about you that is like you feel like it's quite unique, and maybe you're being courageous, wanting to like show more of that, or let yourself be seen, or just really embodying more of like all of you. So that's lovely. What else do we get for Libras, please? Also, I wrote down something about like 90s music could be significant for some of you guys. Okay. That's funny. As I was looking at this, I was looking at, I wrote down, I don't want a piece of the cake, I want all of this. So for some of you guys, that's why you set sail, because you knew that like you wanted the whole shebang. You wanted like the full pie. You wanted the full pie and the honey on the side, you know? So you may have came to the realization that, yeah, number 7, this was you making an intuitive decision that I kind of have to set sail, otherwise something's just going to be a never-ending story. So I have to be the one to make this change. It kind of reminds me of your last reading. I think it was your last reading when I was saying something about like you wanting, recognizing like, okay, I need to like do something as a leader, but this could be you just leading your life in the direction that you ultimately want to go. And here, yeah, you could have changed between things that you were used to be saying yes to or saying no to, like switching that up, like your yeses and your nos, and you could have decided, okay, let me just go in a different direction, okay? For some of you guys, it might be a place where you'll like visit, if that makes sense. Like it might be a place where you'll visit. So even if it seems like, okay, the door's closed, it might just be like you just left and the door's closed behind you, but it's like you could probably like visit and it'd be open, but maybe you feel like ultimately there's like space in between time because there's just a natural polarity where it just kind of takes you to different spaces. And so as you feel like there's somewhere that you're being intuitively called to venture out and go, it's almost like, you know, getting into a boat and sailing across the other side of the world, and you feel like, you know, this higher calling, I need to go and be over there, even though you feel like there's something there. I mean, something where you just came from, but you may feel like, well, it's kind of causing a lot of conflict anyway. 10 of Cups, oh my gosh, here you go, look to your 10 of Cups, wow. This is something you've been being patient with here. Okay, this like complete, like everything completing within like this emotional picture and fulfillment, the Moon card. It's like your intuition is completely leading you here, completely leading you. Okay. So you guys as well, you could be feeling extra sensitive at this time, like your emotions could be heightened, or like your emotional sensitivity could be heightened. Yeah, because I feel like before you might have been more like not in your sensitivity, but now I feel like you could be. But it's interesting because I feel like it's actually working for you here. It's working for you because it's allowing you to pick up on things, very subtle things, energy, signs, downloads, good ideas to work on. You know, some of you guys, your intuition is helping you in your work a lot. Whatever you do for work, I feel like your intuition could be helping you a lot in that area. Like when you're working, you might get like intuitive like thoughts, or you might feel something and then you just like go with that, right? You just make that change, and it was just like this feeling that you had. And I feel like for some of you guys, whatever it is that you're working on, this is something that is producing for you, it will be, yeah, especially if there's something that you started that's new. For obviously, if it's not new, that could have something to do with like something that you've been more grounded doing, and then something else that you're doing as well. So you could be doing 2 different things. So something you're grounded doing something on the side. But for sure, you're kind of, yeah, using your intuition here with this to move forward successfully. This could have been something, some of you guys, like, okay, either Cancer season or Leo season, there was something about travel or pursuing something new or going somewhere else, but it's like something to do with travel. That could be like a different, like the way I'm seeing this here, it could be like a city, or it could be like a place. Or for others, you guys, you could be, yeah, the Sun card, somewhere just, I don't know, where it's sunny or warm. Or maybe this is just you, like, being in an environment outside of your home. Okay. Ultimately, though, I do see that you guys are trying to, like, move forward with whatever something that you're pursuing here, a hobby, work, a side hustle, a passion. But you are on track towards being successful. Some of you guys as well, you could be in the spotlight here. 9 of Pentacles, right. Yeah, so I feel like you guys, some of you guys, you may be very happy with what you're doing. You're very happy with your work, or this could be a time where you feel like you're thriving, or you feel like I feel like it's a time where there's a lot of positive energy radiating from you. Okay, when you're like working, and this could be felt. Yeah, look, people see you. They see you, and it's like not only do they see you, but they feel you, like they feel your energy. And for some of you guys, yeah, this is what's growing your like money or like whatever it is that you're establishing. This is what's like growing it, right? Yeah. And again, this is your intuition here. So some of you guys, whether you realized it was your intuition or not, some of you guys, but obviously guys, maybe it was just like, you were just taking inspired action, right? But ultimately, I see that you've definitely planted seeds. They're more than like growing, and you're continuing to water them. And for some of you guys, there might be something else that you're doing on the side in secret, but I feel like you're watering two different things. Or for some of you guys, you could be moving in secret at this time, or maybe there's like somewhere that you go in secret. But I see that you're watering these things. Okay. Okay. Let me get a few more oracle cards. I didn't get that much for you guys. Let's see if we get anything else in the oracle card. That's so funny, because when I was looking down at that high priestess, I was like, there's a real straight face here. And now I'm looking. I should have, well, to be honest, I was gonna say I should have shown it to you, but sometimes the cards look different to me. It's like I'm picking up on a different energy every time I see the cards. But sometimes, like literally, like the faces and the features, like it looks like different expressions to me different times when I look at it. But this one, it was just like such a non-expression, right? So again, you could just be like showing absolutely no expression until you're like in the element where you're like happy and thriving or in your work or something. But I wrote down, yeah, straight talking minute in a banter. So that's a song, right? But that bit was resonating for you guys. So for some of you guys, like I feel like I feel like, yeah, whatever you're doing, you're serious, basically. You are serious with whatever you're doing. Some of you guys, it could be to do with like that karmic situation, or a situation where you feel like there's just like polarity there, where it's just like, okay, maybe if you have to like talk there, or sometimes you have to talk, maybe you're just like straight talking, maybe it's like, okay, I'm not like the jokes, yeah, maybe you're not like, yeah, maybe you're not in that like jokey space with that person, right? But I do feel like you guys are thriving off this, whatever it is that's making you happy ultimately, and I feel like that is what's really good. And this is something that's bringing in this manifestation. There's definitely something here. There's something new that you've been sitting on this egg, keeping the egg warm. The universe has been bringing all of this supportive, positive energy, happy energy towards your egg and towards you. And things are changing in your environment, in your circumstances, so that this egg can hatch and basically thrive. Yeah. And some of you guys, you're in a much happier space now from whatever this never-ending story was, or if this isn't just yet, like you might be soon. Or there's something to do with like someone to do with this karmic situation. It's like, okay, never-ending story, like, and then like this happiness over here where it's like, okay, rainbows, thriving, changes. So it could just be maybe you were in this energy before and now you're in this energy, or this could be like the energy of like, both people. But ultimately I do see number 6. Taking risks and don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So for some of you guys, was it you guys that had that multifaceted? Yeah, I think it was, right? Yeah. Taking risks. So some areas you can be putting yourself more out there, or if it's not that, it's like you showing more of who you are, like your authenticity, your truth, and taking risks in that area. And you might see that, like, one, you may see that you're more seen. Two, people might actually awaken to like who you are, you know, because they can see or they feel in like your energy. And for others, you might awaken to certain areas where you feel like, oh, I could take a risk here, oh, I could take a risk here, and you feel like these are things ultimately that's going to lead you towards your milk and honey, and you feel like, yeah, all it takes is your courage. So whatever those things are here, it's saying, you know, yeah, it just takes your courage. Regeneration in reverse, not for you. Unfinished sympathy and healing chaos. So again, if there's a situation you feel like it's a heal from, again, a chaotic situation, something you may realize, okay, it's not for me. The number one, unfinished symphony. This could be a start of a new beginning. Maybe something you feel like can't really be either regenerated or regenerated at this time, or something just not like growing here. It's not growing, right? But you may feel like there's something unfinished though. So again, it could be that situation where you feel like the door's like it's closed, but it could be open if like you visit, something like that, or if not visit, like initiate something. But something like you may feel like there's something stuck there with that area, or there's just something there. Okay. Unfinished symphony as well. Okay. What is going on? The King of Wands. Okay. So yeah, I do see forward movement, your ambition moving you forward. In the area of your work, your money. For some of you guys, you may have like a talent or something. Some of you guys could be very musical, or some sort of talent. If it's not a talent, it's something that you're very ambitious about doing. You can be very driven in the area of your money at this time. I do see you using your creativity to kind of pursue something, and ultimately, I'd say these inspired ideas is what's going to basically finish this unfinished business for you. For others of you guys, whatever this situation where you feel like it wasn't for you, okay, where it's like having to heal from this chaos. Again, it just looks like, I don't know, someone could have felt like someone was preying on somebody here. Type of energy, or someone was stuck in a situation, environment, or I don't know, something there, whether that's like fully concluded or not. It looks like there's some sort of forward positive movement, or there's like movement from that situation, environment where it's like ultimately not really stuck unless you feel like you go there or something like that. But it does look like there's something to do with like the long term, or like a plan. Okay. So for instance, let's say if this is like a family member or something, there might be another time like in the future, or like later on, like if you go there, you might encounter a different energy that feels less restrictive. So it might be, why is this? Ace of Wands, yes, maybe because something to do with like, I don't know, the inject of like enthusiasm in like intervals, or maybe it's like there's some sort of travel there, but it looks like in more, like if you decide to like show up spontaneously or something, you might find that method works well for you. Or if it's not that, then maybe you make like plans, maybe go somewhere certain times. But it looks like there's something about not being so like refined or restricted to a situation, and feeling like, okay, you can pursue something else, or you can like travel, or you can do something where it's just like you're not stuck there, right? And for some of us, it could be a family situation, it could be a work situation. Okay, maybe it's like when you go to work and you leave, and then if you're not doing something that you really love, because sometimes I see you do something that you love, or maybe it was a past job that you were leaving. Okay, maybe you're leaving a job and you're like moving towards like a new job or something like that, and that past job was just feeling a bit like, oh, stuck, restrictive. Maybe you were just doing it for the money here, but now you may feel like you've got an opportunity to pursue something else. And the money, yeah, something that you were doing, you were working a job, or you had like a side hustle, and I see that's produced a lot of fruit, and you've collected that fruit in your basket. Now you're taking that fruit with your basket and the resources that you've got to go and pursue your new thing. So whatever you did with this side hustle or this job, that looks like that was successful. Even if it felt like you were stuck or trapped in it, it looks like you've actually retrieve the resources that you needed to go and pursue whatever it is that you're going to go pursue now. And this looks like a new venture, something that's going to take off, something that's coming together. Yeah, I do see as well for some of you guys there could be something new here initiated, or something that might come together for you. This is in the area of something particularly you're thinking about, so it could be stability, it could be romance, or it could be like family. But it looks like something that ultimately you're going to feel more and more that you're having a better like sense of control over things, because you may see that with like gradually over time, or like with some sort of plan that you have. It could even be like a financial plan. So because it's just like a long-term plan, you may see that things just kind of have like a way of coming together once you're just kind of following your inspired ideas. Yeah, okay. If there's something in particular that you're in your head about, okay, it's showing me here that you might already know what decision not to make. So if you're trying to choose like a choice, if you already know what decision not to make, then it might just be the other choice, okay? And for some of you guys, this could have something to do with either one, a transformation area, two, not showing up somewhere or showing up somewhere, or three, something that's just like closed out, or something that's been illuminated here, like the light's been shed on things. But I don't know, I just see something divinely kind of like coming together. Now also I'm getting something here about, there could be something here about like a specific relationship that's come together, but you may, Page of Swords and the High Priestess. You might talk about this, or some of you guys, this could be you here, like having communication with someone, but you might keep this to yourself. Or for others of you guys, maybe there's some sort of like secret that you're clear on. But ultimately, it looks like the Justice and the Nine of Pentacles. Something is like fair. We've got your energy here with the Libra cards, or something as well for you. It's like you may feel like, okay, the scales are balanced here. You're clear on something, where you can start something, you can initiate something. For some of you guys as well, you could be thinking about like commitments, contracts, stuff like that. I see there's been something about like you could have either initiated a contract or left a contract, and something's been something's been done right here, yeah, and now you're able to like, so if you've left the contract, you're able to go pursue a new contract, or you started one, or if like you started something, you could just be enthusiastic about where that's going, or this could have anything to do with like an agreement or business, commitment, authorities, stuff like that. The Star card, okay. I just feel like you guys are really watering your money, like for sure. So I do see that heavily, yeah, heavy. You could be thinking about like a home, or like something about your home. Maybe you want to get, like you want to expand your home, or you want to buy things for your home, you want to get a better home. So I see you really growing your money specifically focused on like a home. For others of you guys, it could be specifically focused on like establishing your career, or just like being able to attain more resources or wealth from your career. For others of you guys, you could be doing something here for like to set up some sort of family structure, or something to do with like a family structure. Wow though guys, I'm not gonna lie though. If you're in the spotlight some way, okay, there are some what is this? It's like people with either people with value around you or people with money around you, but something to do with this equals you being successful in some way. So let me just see what that could be about. Maybe these are people that you're in communication with. Maybe this is like people like seeing value in what you're doing. Maybe this is people purchasing things, or maybe, you know, something here that you is leading towards your long-term emotional fulfillment, especially if there was some sort of timing or something taking long here. It's like you're going to feel successful. Yeah, especially as well for some of you guys, like Virgo season here, and like Scorpio. Like, okay, so I'm getting like obviously Leo season, Virgo season, but I'm also getting like Scorpio season. Yeah, you may feel like you're in a very established position here, okay? So that looks lovely. Yeah, the next 3 months for you, I feel like your money or your security or your home or your work, like something in that area is going to be successful, it's going to be thriving, it's going to be growing. Some of you guys, if you're like with loved ones here or partner or just people that you can have like a share love in a safe space or something to do with a home here. I just feel there's going to be love inside this home. Okay, and for some of you guys, it might be this love. I see you have like it's like you have a good emotional support system, or you have like like emotional stability because of like your loved one or loved ones. Okay, and then this has also allowed your physical stability to accumulate around that. So this is very nice. Look at this. It's like, look at this home. And then there's all this love in this home, right? So that is beautiful, guys. That's a beautiful foundation. Okay. Right. Yeah, whatever this not for you thing is here as well, or something. Okay, you could have said like deuces here, 8 of Wands, but it could have had to do with like multiple energies, like multiple energies. Or for some of you guys, if it's not like, it could have just been like a boundary maybe. Or for some of you guys, you could be having some sort of like clean slate or fresh start in a certain area. Some of you guys, you could have turned down like a job offer or something. Or maybe saying deuces to like a job, you know, maybe you had like a lot of different offers and now you're clear on something and you can be like, yep, I'm out of that. You know, I'm gonna go exchange with this. But I do see something that's gonna make you feel very good emotionally, and this is definitely leading towards your long term as well. So if you're just moving towards like your enlightenment, following your intuition, your higher self, keep doing that, because like it's taking you to the right place. What else did I write? Oh yeah, something could be significant about Snapchat for some of you guys. Messages for Libra, please. Diligence and trust. So some of you guys, if trust was something that you were struggling on, or something that you were trying to work on or build on within yourself, you could be trying to move diligently and take a diligent approach to things here to kind of build that area. And I do feel like some of you guys as well, you could be trusting your own vision, trusting that you'll know the good opportunity when you see it, you'll know when to go down, like you'll be able to kind of do things, you'll know things at the right precise timing, or you know, you'll be able to see something when you need to see it. Like it's like you're trusting this process. Yeah. Big picture thinking, action. So you're taking action from now to do with the big picture. So that's beautiful. You're taking a diligent approach, trusting the process. Yeah, and again, heavily focused on your money, guys. I see that for sure. Getting divine ideas here to help with your money. Okay, also divine is saying take time to have good rest, good naps, because just know that like the work that you are doing, whatever work you're doing, I do feel like you're putting a lot of light into it. Okay, whatever it is that you're doing for money, is like you're putting a lot of light into it. I keep getting this pose energy with you guys. I think this was like a few months ago. I don't remember what reading it was, but there was something where I was like, you guys are like posing. But there's something here again as well, where it's like you guys, you might do something and like you pose. But I feel like it's yeah, it's connected to like treasure or money or something or an idea. But ultimately, you're getting a lot of ideas to help you with your money and your treasure. So if you're saying to stay on track with where you're going because you're already going in the right direction. And yeah, some of you guys, when you're sleeping or in your dreams here, you're going to be getting a lot of insights from like your divine team, your angels here. Okay, so just know that like when you're giving yourself time for good sleep, you might get some like downloads and stuff in your dreams. Yeah, to help you with clarity as well. Okay, whatever you feel like you came to the end of the road on here with the 9 and the 10 and the ace. Okay, you may be clear now that like you're free from something. So it's almost like you can literally fly wherever you want to go. Yeah. And the Chariot card, it's like you're on the move and it's like your things are coming together. It's like a new opportunity. Something you're very passionate about. Okay, new opportunity. For some of you guys, like there might be some sort of like inspired travel or inspired outing or something where you may communicate. You may have like a what's the word? You may also communicate with a loved one or someone you're very close with about an opportunity, or I don't know, I see some sort of like love here within like a close connection. And it does look like there's something about communication or clarity about going in a new direction or some sort of pursuit or um, some sort of pursuit here. Ace of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. So you guys, yeah, you could be traveling for work as well, or you could be like wanting to like, maybe that's part of your vision, maybe you want to work and travel, or for others, you guys, maybe you're getting a new home. There's something about newness. What was it? It could be like a new again, new job, new money. So you guys, it could be a new energy within like a commitment relationship, like some sort of like new enthusiasm. Knight of Swords, yeah, this breakthrough energy. Wow, it's like you're breaking free of anything that you felt like you needed to basically break free from, right? But whatever you're leaving behind, yeah, it's like you may have got some sort of like insight from this, or maybe you feel like there was some sort of lesson here, some sort of clarity, and ultimately there's something about you feeling like where you're going towards is something's going to come together for you. But it's almost because as well, you may have closed out a cycle or something, and whenever we like close a cycle and we had the healing, we always like learn something. When we learn something, we know, okay, like we're ready to initiate that information, and this kind of opens up that new cycle. So I feel like this is where you guys are, like you're in this place of clarity, moving forward from like new information. It could also be information that you've got in regards to like your work or money. Maybe you got some insight, maybe you learned some things in regards to like your work, your money, okay, in your last cycle. Maybe you closed out a job and you learned some lessons, and now you're like, okay, I'm clear on like what I'm doing now, and you just know that this is just gonna like secure everything. Or whatever area this resonates for you, it just looks like whatever this valuable lesson was, this actually brings like stability for you, physically and emotionally. Yeah, look, and mentally, so whatever you were in your head about. So lovely, guys. See what advice we get for you. Yeah. Yeah, also I wrote down sometimes classy, sometimes ratchet. So for some of you guys, that could be like a theme, or maybe you resonate with that, or maybe this is someone else that you're picking up on, or maybe it's just like environments that you go to. Maybe like you switch it up. Sometimes you go to like nice locations, and sometimes you're just like, you know, chill, like, you know, I'm not like fussy, like we can jam, you know, on the grass, whatever. But I feel like there's something here about like you might be able to kind of be in two different energies. Yeah, playful. Yeah, this is just you being playful, not taking yourself too seriously, but then also maybe liking some of the finer things. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit front to shine. So some of you guys, if you have feel like you've been in a very serious energy here, then there might be something about just being more playful here. You might find that this allows you to kind of recapture romance. We've also got healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So for some of you guys, as well with the Empress and the King of Pentacles, so this could be a mother or a father energy. But I'm seeing something as well, especially like I said, if that situation, some of you guys, if it was something you're breaking free from here, or there's some sort of clarity in this area, it's almost like you may use this clarity or insight to know, okay, if you, when you do encounter them again, or when you communicate with them again, you kind of know the best way for you to kind of like communicate clearly, but also kind of stay clear of like anything that would keep you stuck. And it's almost like, yeah, with you healing, I see it's like healing, it's like that forgiveness and then like setting sail. So it's not like, so you're releasing like the emotional context of it as well. So it's like, you know, you might have been like free from like an environment. This is like or free yourself from like an environment or something. But then it's like you free yourself emotionally as well. So, you know, I always have to disclaim as well, like with forgiveness, because not everyone likes to hear forgiveness. But like forgiveness doesn't mean that like you tolerate stuff that you don't like, you don't think is healthy. It just means that you're not holding on to like emotions that disrupt you being in this like playful, light-hearted energy. And the reason why the lesson is valuable, because now you may have had encounters or experiences where you kind of learn, okay, the best way for you to deal with that. Maybe it's just that, okay, maybe you just need to have like boundaries in certain areas. Maybe you just like know what to anticipate and what to indulge in, what not to indulge in. Like it's just kind of like more specific things, but it's now from an energy of feeling like you're a bit more free. So yeah, so I do see, yeah, if that was something that you were healing, or yeah, this is going to be helping you for sure. Because I do see for some of you guys, you could have been in your head about this area of your life. Maybe this area of your life was affecting like your thought of stability, because obviously your family is a part of like, it could be a part of your stability, of course. So maybe there was something there. But it's like, even if, let me get some more on that for you. And if it's not family issues, then it could be like anything else, any other area that needed healing. So anything, right? But yeah, it's like with this insight, with this clarity, it's like you give yourself your own sense of stability. Yeah, with this new start, okay, knowing what's valuable. Even just as simple as knowing what's valuable communication to invest in versus what's not, you know? Like, let's say you feel like, okay, sometimes there'll be communication that's not like, you just leave you in your head type of thing, and just kind of unnecessarily plays on your mind, then it looks like, you know, there's definitely some sort of insight or clarity here to be gained about like your sense of independence, or how you're moving independently, or you know what's been able to come together for you, like from this like independent sense of value. But then also knowing that, okay, with this independence, maybe that part of your life encompasses like one pentacle for you in your 10 of Pentacles, if that's not like the most stable area for you in your life, because not everyone's stability is going to be like from like the same area, but you may have like a facet of it. So for instance, let's say if your family dynamic is a little bit rocky, right? Then maybe it's just a thing where it's like, okay, you know what communication is valuable to invest in versus what not, or you know like when it's valuable to invest your time, or maybe, you know, if you feel like sometimes it's valuable, other times, you know, you're like, oh, I don't know if that was a good use of my time, then I kind of just see it as like, again, you may feel like independently you've kind of found a sense of security in your own life, you know, maybe with like with a people or a person or with what you're building or what you're accomplishing for yourself. And that area might just encompass like this one facet of stability for you where you, maybe that's not where you spend most of your time. Maybe there's just like, you know, yeah, let's say if this, because this is the Nine of Pentacles, this is the Ace of Pentacles, so this goes to the Ten of Pentacles, so it is a part of your Ten of Pentacles. Oh, and then we do have the Ten of Pentacles here. But it could be like, let's say if this was 10 days, okay, maybe it's been like 1 day or something, or I don't know, maybe like, it's just something about the ratio when you learn, and you may have figured out some valuable insight, like what's the right balance there for where it's still valuable enough for me to like have this valuable, you know, this valuable connection, family situation, person, but then you may know like what not to over invest to where you feel like, okay, now it kind of gets to a bit of an unstable place. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's kind of like finding that middle ground where you know how like what to invest in, how much time and all that stuff. Because sometimes I see that you could be kind of like on the move here, or you could just be very adventurous. You could be more adventurous. You might not be like stuck to like a specific location. So it might be like, okay, when you show up, that scene is valuable because then you're investing time there. But then maybe because you're not constantly grounded there, you don't have to encounter some of those things that would have kept you in your head about. So yeah, so that's that. But for others of you guys, like, I just feel like you could have had to stay motivated and ambitious, because I feel like if you've been adventurous and you've been like in different places, stuff like that, you could have had to be on the move here for your money, for your growing and all this accomplishment. And I do see that, you know, there might be a lack of clarity in regards to maybe people not maybe understanding like maybe if and when or why, or something to do with you showing up or a lack of showing up or being able to show up. And maybe you feel like some of those situations kind of get a little bit manipulated when it's like, well, I'm clearly like pursuing an ambition, and like it clearly takes a lot of my time. It takes a damn near 9 pentacles of my time, but it's because like the return on this is gonna like produce 10 of pentacles. Like I have to stick to this plan. So, you know, Two of Swords, yeah, I do feel like you kind of are able to kind of now clearly make a decision towards, okay, which path to go down at which given time, okay, you know, ultimately what's going to lead towards your emotional investment. I do see this as you kind of choosing for yourself here, like, you know, being kind of disciplined and committed to your plan here and what brings you emotional long-term fulfillment. And basically, like, if you have to kind of have like maybe a boundary here, if you kind of have to like, you know, be a bit specific with your time allocations here, or like stuff like that, okay, I'm getting a misunderstood energy. So some guys, you might be feeling a bit misunderstood, or feeling like people may misunderstand you, you understand your choices, yeah. And for a lot of you guys, I feel like this could be family members here, because this is all like earth energy now. So but for some of you guys, maybe they don't understand like your journey to like your building or your money, okay, and maybe you feel like, okay, they can't really see like what that journey involves, what that takes, and it's like you just have to make these choices because you can't not make it because they don't see it, because then nothing happens and this, you know, tree doesn't produce fruit, and you're trying to like produce this big tree, right? So yeah, but ultimately, guys, outside of that, and again, if that didn't resonate for a family situation for you, if it resonates for something else, that gets applies. But I do see that, like, yeah, if you felt like something was taking a while for you before, I do see something, you know, could pick up for you pace-wise after like this big decision that you've made to start something new, to initiate something, or to say something very clearly, okay? Also, in regards, you've decided to do something, open up an opportunity for yourself. Maybe you're going to get communication about an opportunity, and when this opportunity comes, I see you going straight for it, ready for it, like, yeah, I'm on it, let me go, I'm pursuing it, right? It's like the minute you get presented this opportunity, it's like you're on it, like a car bonnet, right? And now you're like, yes, I've got this sense of control here, like I'm successful, like let's do this. So I'm going to be feeling on top of the world here. Okay, especially if there was a period where you just feel like you're using your head about a few things, you're going to be feeling on top of the world, you're going to be feeling like you have clarity, insights, you're going to have a lot of money insights or money ideas, or you're going to get clarity, or you're going to see that, oh, my money's actually starting to grow, it's starting to pick up, or there's interest coming in, you know, whether it's like clients or wherever you would need interest in your work, or just interest in whatever it is specific area you're trying to be successful with. If you want interest or attraction, you're going to start to see that, oh, there's like interest and things are picking up, like, you know, and now you just have to make a decision and, you know, and be clear about which opportunity you want to take. Yeah. So like there's new offers and things coming in here. So some of you guys, like, you don't even need to, it's going, yeah, it's like almost presented like on a plate. Some of you guys, some of the stuff presented on a plate, you're like, not for me. And then obviously you guys, it's like things that you see over time and it's been more grounded, like, I might take that opportunity kind of thing. Yeah. After some reflection, but ultimately, yeah, you're going to be having victory. You're going to feel a sense of victory in 3 different areas of your life. I feel like one's personal, one's social, and one's work. Or, sorry, it could be like, it could be any 3 areas really. That's what I was just picking up on here. Some of you guys, it could be love, work, and social. Or it could be any 3 that you've been like specifically focused on having a victory with. But okay, what else do we get here, please, for Libras? Last but not least. Last but not least for Libras. Oh, the same card came out. Okay. So yeah, you guys have been healing. I do see this, and after you've been healing again with this healing family issues, this might have allowed you to like end certain things and have new beginnings here. The old must be released so that the new can enter. So again, maybe there was things that you kind of had to like, I'm seeing someone like waving here, but it's like, you know, you may have known, okay, like this ending is just a new beginning for me, and ultimately it's going to allow me to blossom. You're just getting started with yourself, so have patience with the process and do not give up. Yeah, love yourself first. So some of you guys, like, you know, maybe you're forgiving like loved ones, family members and stuff, but ultimately you may just have to like love yourself first here. And look, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So for some of you guys, you might start to see that once you kind of set some boundaries, even if you've like forgiven like some family members and stuff, they may start to make a bit more of an effort towards you in a better way. So I do see that anything that's destined to come together for you, but you just kind of like do what you need to do on your enlightenment journey, you know, things will come together. For some of you guys as well, there could be something about a romantic situation here where it's saying your feelings are real and worth exploring. So something about, you know, from you loving yourself first, because if you're trying to attract someone towards you here, you know, this you loving yourself first here, this might make someone very attracted to you. And you may feel like that area starts to blossom after some sort of ending and new beginning. Yeah, be strong. You're stronger than you think you are, and your strength for sure is a happy outcome. So you're stronger than you think you are. And something about Leo season for sure. Yeah, look, a prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. So some of you guys, you've definitely just been going through like a cycle here, honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. And this required you to be strong. But you know, throughout this period, you may have had to like have a lot of self-love. But ultimately, you're going to be attracting the things that you need because of this self-love. Okay. And with the healing and the forgiveness, that just allowed you to end things out wholly, where it's like, because sometimes it's because you feel like you've ended something, if you haven't forgiven or healed, then you're still energetically in that cycle, and then like the new stuff can't fully come in because you have to kind of like fully detach from like that energy. So again, like, you know, sometimes depending on who your situation is, it could be forgiveness and, you know, amends, forgiveness and reconciliation, or forgiveness and boundaries, or forgiveness and just closing out. So look, boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So yeah, for some of you guys as well, and for a lot of you guys, like I said, it just could be family members and stuff, but you might just need to love yourself enough to say no if you feel like you have a lot of demanding like family members, or just people that are just demanding a lot of your time and your energy, and maybe you have to be strong to kind of like say no. I think it was your reading earlier around saying there was some things that you probably were saying yes to a lot more before, now you have been saying no. Yeah, don't back down, stand up for what you believe in is right. So this is like your courage and courageous, and it's going to work out for you, even though you feel like you have to be strong throughout that period, because ultimately you're going to be blossoming and attracting all these like good things for you. So yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, and like I said, whilst you're being strong, someone might decide to like work on something, give something a chance here with you. So guiding children, it could be a parent here with guiding children. So I feel like if you see that here, you might decide, okay, they give this a big chance, I'll give it a chance, that type of thing. But ultimately, you're going to be guided by the divine. So I'm saying be strong here, because something could probably go to like a higher level from you, like loving yourself first, and like the boundaries and all of that blossoming throughout that period. Yeah, and eventually you might even find that you're able to have some sort of heart-to-heart conversation, even if that seems like very shocking to you now. But just know that. So yeah, I feel like ultimately right now you can focus on what you need to focus on. Some of you guys, you could be like a guide for others. For others, again, you're heavily focused on your money, your career. We've got finances and career. Okay, so also for those of you guys, if you have children or in the area of a love life here, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture, sacred space, engagement, unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Medicine woman, you're a channel for divine healing power. So any situations or relationships where you feel like, okay, there's just not enough of the right energy to kind of like keep something going, right? Okay, you could just be in the sacred space here and just kind of waiting for the divine to kind of present, you know, this could be the one, present the one to you. Or for some of you guys, if you're with your person, you're just having some space, then you could be just, you know, really kind of getting reflection to see, okay, is this the one? Can we go to like a high level of engagement? But you may just be like healing, peace, yeah, or just making peace with, you know, whatever you feel like the situation is for you. There's no need to worry, everything is working out beautifully. So ultimately for you guys, I do feel like after this period of sacred space, you know, you may find that you do enter some sort of like commitment or get to a high level of commitment. But it's saying your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in occupants. If you're in a happy relationship, okay, there could be something about engagement, or for others of you guys, it could just be like making peace with a situation. If you feel like, okay, something might not be like improving, but it's like the warmth is kind of come back into your own personal situation. Yeah, it's safe for you to love and like be warm. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So I do feel like wherever you feel like there's warmth for you, okay, it's telling you, you know, like I said at the beginning, you're being very sensitive, and it's very good because you're able to feel things a lot like more heightened. You're going to be able to pick up on when people have very warm feelings towards you, and that's going to be a sign to say, yeah, it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And yeah, look, oh my gosh, sensitivity again at the bottom. You're becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environment, situation, and chemicals. So yeah, this is you avoiding like harsh situations, environments, people, chemicals, out of self-love, and this ultimately is attracting things that you feel like it's safe for you to love. So again, it's just saying honor this divine process, this enlightenment journey. Okay, go towards what you're passionate about, because that will be increasing your abundance and your money if this is something that you have a plan for at this time. And if there's something you're passionate about, just allow your heart to sing and soul with joy. Just really like indulge in the moment, really celebrate those emotional victories, those social victories, those work victories, those passionate victories. Really just be in the moment and really like, you know, kind of get lost with that passion, because I do see that, you know, this is only going to present you more opportunities, resources. Okay, some of you guys are going to feel blown away with like something here after you've kind of taken some sort of leap of faith here. So ultimately, if you don't have complete insight on this now, I do see like, again, there's like a period of enlightenment here, and it's like you're going to be so clear on like, you know, why you were led where you were led to. Okay, you're going to be so clear on why you were led where you're led to if you're not clear yet. So yeah, take the leaps of faith, inspired action from this peaceful place, and you're going to just start seeing it like you're working with like the elements and the energies and things that just kind of like moving into place with you from this like self-love place and this warm energy and this passion, and these new beginnings after these like closures are really going to bring you a sense of warmth and peace and sacredness. So yeah, guys, I hope that was helpful. Don't definitely hit that like button below if you stayed to the end, if this was helpful in any way, if you liked the vibe. Again, thank you guys so much for being here, for staying tuned. Definitely don't forget to check out the Spiritually Charged shop for your merch, your items, your crystals, your protection items, and all of those goodies. Also, any information for personal readings are in the description below. Sending you my love, guys. Take care and stay spiritually charged.